All right, Danny Parkins, we got to bring him on about once a month. We've got some personal news for him that we're going to circle back and talk about this in a bit. I want to start about a story that sometimes in this business, there are little shifts all the time in every business, right? Little shifts. And in our business, August used to be a pretty fruitful month. You talked to a lot of NFL. NFL quarterbacks played at least a little. They played a lot in week three. And then Sean McVay decided, I'm not going to play any of my good players. People criticized him for it. He goes 8-0 to start the season, and everybody goes, yeah, we don't really need to start any of our players. The season getting longer. So I blame Sean McVay for making August a really awful month for sports talk radio. But filling in that gap is the WNBA, which has now become a regular topic. I can watch minute to minute our ratings. I can watch my podcast. I can watch downloads on social. And the WNBA stuff moves a meter. So I find it interesting that a lot of people are using this as a reason not to pay the women. Hey, the last 25 years, it lost money. And my take is, okay, I own the volume. If I had a podcast, let's say it was an 8-year contract and it lost money 7 years, and then the podcast added somebody the last year of the contract and it exploded. Well, I want my money back. I'm re-signing it to a 5-year contract. The whole part of this league is, guys, it was a choppy, failed league. It's not for the next decade. Who the hell wants to give up their investment after all these years of struggling? Your thoughts on that?
I find it to be fairly obvious what you're saying, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. Like, they just signed a $2 billion media rights deal. They have $250 million expansion fees. The Golden State Valkyries already have a $500 million valuation, and they don't exist yet. Patrick Mahomes is openly campaigning that he wants to bring a team to Kansas City, and his wife is the owner of a women's soccer league team, and they built the first ever stadium that is its main tenant is a women's professional soccer team. Like, so he's got some real cachet and capital in the women's sports space. Like, rich people, powerful people are lining up to invest in the WNBA.
Yes.
Ratings have taken off. Caitlin Clark is able to sell out NBA arenas. I know not every other team is and every other player is, but like, you've got a phenomenon. You've made the Tiger Woods comparison before. I agree with it. Like, Ernie Els made money off Tiger Woods. Ernie Els was playing golf professionally before Tiger Woods, but Tiger Woods changed Ernie Els' life. He changed Vijay Singh's life. He changed David Duval's life. And those were guys that were older than Tiger, that were on the pro tour before Tiger. So it's clearly a great business to invest in. It's clearly growth. How many startups lose money with venture capital money for years and years and years? And it's still like, oh, well, this company's valued at $8 billion. What's its profit? Oh, they're in the red. And it's like, what? It happens all the time. So they're obviously going to get more money. The question is how much more money. I don't think you and I can really have an educated opinion on that without seeing the books on everything.
Yeah.
Um, so I find it all to be kind of disingenuous, like a lot of the stuff around the WNBA. Obviously, they're going to get more money, and obviously, they deserve more money.
Yeah, I thought the real point of distinction was that Caitlin Clark didn't play in the All-Star game and the ratings were down 1 million. But the bigger number was it was still the highest rated All-Star game in 19 years, meaning she has risen the league's noteworthiness. It's so redeemable now as a TV product that when she's not playing, there's people know the league. I couldn't have told you when the WNBA All-Star game was 3 years ago. I couldn't have picked the month it was in. Now I know. Now I watched highlights on Sports Center this morning when I was on the treadmill. It was well before NFL highlights and NFL camp discussions. And it was interesting highlights. It was New York and the Fever. So, like, I think, the word that's been overused is woke. It's like, guys, it's business. Timing is everything in business. In fact, I was talking to somebody at a company called Lion Tree when the New York Times bought The Athletic. The Athletic was losing 45 million a year. It's still not profitable. But Trump wasn't in office, Biden was, and the clicks went down. And the New York Times was like, you know what? We need more people coming because there was a certain standard with Trump where the clicks were through the roof and
Sure.
subscriptions were up. And by, Sleepy Joe. And it was all of a sudden like, oh, the investors are like, well, and they went and bought a company that increased, and I think it was a smart buy. It still doesn't make money. It's all timing. And so the timing's great. If they'd have been negotiating this deal an hour before Caitlin Clark was drafted, it'd be a totally different story. Sorry to interrupt this great video, but please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now back to the video.
Yeah, of course it would be, but also like these things take time. Like the NBA, you are old enough to remember, right? The NBA being in tape delay.
I remember watching an NBA Finals game because I struggled. My parents didn't want me to stay up late at night. They were on after the news, 11.
Right, not the 6 o'clock news, the 11 o'clock news. Right. So like these things take time. And your point about the Liberty, right, is a good one. In Chicago, Angel Reese is a thing. Is it a thing like Caitlin Clark is a thing? Obviously not. But like Juju Watkins, that's going to be a thing. She's obviously got the injury, but like she looks awesome. Asia Wilson is awesome. The league is growing. I will even say I don't even want to pretend like I'm not watching every night yet, but I do like Caitlin Clark and the phenomenon of it. But it's clear that I'm getting more aware of it. And ESPN is invested into their broadcast talent and their studio talent. And the women's college tournament, same thing. The presentation is better. So you learn about the characters earlier, like you learn about the characters in the NBA from March Madness or in the NFL from college football. Like there's a lag effect on popularity and growth. And so if someone said to you, Danny, you could invest and you can own X% of a WNBA team, obviously I don't have the capital, but if someone came to you and said, you want to buy into 5% of an expansion WNBA team?
1 second. Do it in 1 second.
Of course you would. Of
I've
course you
tried to
would.
buy into the MLS twice, and both times I wanted to get it 35 million. The next time I tried it was 85 million. Now they're 500 million. I've tried twice.
Yeah. So like it is an obvious buy. And I just think that so many people have made a little bit of a cottage industry off of what you said, being anti-woke, and they feel like you're shoving it down our throats or whatever. Like you don't have to pay attention. You don't have to like it. But when Caitlin Clark, a regular season game when she returned from injury, when that game outrates Yankees Red Sox on Sunday Night Baseball,
Yeah.
I sorry, like I don't care if it's not for you. It doesn't matter. Like it's not even 100% for me. But neither, by the way, is regular season Yankees Red Sox all the time, right? Like we pick and choose what we truly love. Like I'll watch the Valspar, right, for golf. Like we all have our different things. We all have only so much sports capacity, but it's an objective fact. If she can generate ratings that are like lower level college football games or higher level regular season baseball games, those are billion-dollar businesses. So obviously, if she's making 75 grand, she's underpaid. It's just an obvious story that people want to get mad about for some unknown reasons.